We're going to find at the end of this two-day seminar that most things that happen to us happen from within us and are only manifestations of what we have or have not done. Some of you will not like to hear that. Some of you, even after the seminar, may not believe it. But you'll have a harder time not believing it after the seminar than you did at the beginning. We, most of all, get what we deserve. Some of us think we don't deserve what we get. But I think you'll find after this seminar that you get exactly what you deserve. Some people will not reach for things that they really want because the desire factor and the lack of ego that it brings about is not balanced with the will factor. Remember two things to start with. When you desire something, you are sending energy inward, and you're saying, I don't have it. To desire something, it starts with D-E, D. All words that start with D-E and die mean that they're not balanced within themselves. They're dipolar, they're degenerate, they're derogatory. There are things that we have to search for. This seminar is going to function on the concept that you have everything you need and should desire nothing. But once you understand what you think you need, then you must use the man we're going to meet first of all, Mr. Will Power, to bring us everything we think we desire. All of us have that friend, willpower, connected with our families and with our personal selves, because Mr. Willpower is something that you develop and create every day that you meditate, and every day that you begin to make decisions, make choices, make advances, and state exactly what it is that you want. If you have a hard time getting what you want, it's because you haven't met that person or you haven't renewed the acquaintanceship with that person. Most people function again with desire. Miss D, I like to call it. But they have very little respect or affiliation with willpower. The whole of the universe, I would even assume every bit of the cosmos, has been created by a super sophisticated, wonderfully balanced mind. And we have been given privilege through the apparatus that we call brain to live also in that kind of a consciousness and create in our minds whatever it is we want. Like a car sitting outside, very beautiful but unused, a plane sitting outside, very beautiful but unused, anything, a ship that doesn't go to sea but stays at port and at anchor, if you don't use it, thank you, didn't take you too long to respond to that. If you don't use will, then desire will soon take you over, and desire has a big frailty. It causes you to have to take it from someone or something else. The minute you take something from someone or something else, and you're not sure that you're worthy of it, you've already opened up a sea of trouble from a safe anchor at port. But the minute you will that because you've so convinced yourself that this is mine, it not only should be mine, but it's been mine for so long that I now want to increase it or decrease it, depending on what it is, you go into a whole different state of what is called metaphysical consciousness. And the difference between this seminar today and the usual psychological profiles and consultations is that it embraces heavily metaphysics. To many, when I say metaphysics, it's a turn off or a turn on, depending again on where your consciousness is. Consciousness comes from the word konsion, to know, or that with which we know. That with which we know is granted by birth. How we use that with which we know is easily resulted in what happens to and from the time we're born to the time we change choices. Because there is no such thing as finality of death. We just simply change choices. And a planet such as Earth in metaphysical teaching is a place to manifest the choice of physical reality. And it's almost like a conundrum. It's almost, again, a ludicrous statement to make, simply meaning that physical reality is juxtaposition. If it's physical, it is not real. I repeat that even though I saw some faces change, I saw some eyes light up too, and I saw some smiles of wisdom. Physicalness is not reality.